learners, in this video we are going to discuss about the various marketing systems which will be used in the channel management. Number one, we will discuss about the vertical management, that is marketing system of channel management, and the second one is horizontal marketing system of channel management, and also the multi management systems of various channels like omni channel. Right, let me go deeper into this video and explain each and every context in this video with beautiful examples. Come on, let's go deeper into the video. Managing the marketing channel. Sales channels, it is supposed to be many types or in many shapes. It may be direct or it may be in the form of web or to a traditional retail environment. But just we are doing whatever or wherever we can to get any business from any of them is a channel. But this is the most efficient and effective approach. Anybody, those who are willing to supply the goods to the consumer is a channel. Managing these people are very much important. That's where the channel management comes in. Channel management as a process by which a company creates formalized programs for especially the selling and servicing customers with a specific channel can really impact the matters which is concerned in the channel management. When we are talking the further classification about that, the channel management program that should be discussed about the various types of goods which we are going to supply it. Based on that, we have to select and define the channel management. Then about the policies. Construct well-defined policies are very much needed for the channel management. And also about the products. Identify which products in your offering are most suited for each segment and create appropriate messaging. Also determine where your upsell opportunities are lying. And also you should discuss about sales marketing programs. Design support programs for your channel that meet their needs, not what your idea of their needs are. To do this, you should start asking your own customers within this segment how can we best support you in selling and marketing of our products. That being said, in the standard considerations are product trainings, and then pop-up advertisements, seasonal promotions and merchandising, etc. Again, this is not a one size fits for all. On the diligent about addressing these segments, specific needs in these areas are identified. Defining the channel management strategy for each segment allows you to be more effective within the segment while gaining efficiency at the same time, still maintaining brand consistency across all channel segments is a crucial part in the long run success. So, to find out a good balance between communication and brand consistency, you will be on your own way to manage successfully your channels. So channel intermediaries, they are in many parts or many forms. There are different types of channel intermediaries are there. Those who are going to create a value chain for your products. And in that, we should also talk about the intermediaries role, which is very much important to design the channel distribution. And coming back to the next concept, we are talking about the HMS, BMS and omni-channel. We are going to the horizontal or the vertical marketing systems which we are adapting it. See, the power of marketing channels are very wide and it is doing its wonders. So we cannot decide some channels as per our own requirements. We should be very clear in doing these type of strategies, because this will create a very big or huge loss to your organization. Suppose if you are not planning it properly. The power of the channels also should be identified in the best possible way. Then the marketing channels which you are using it comprise of many people with a lot of powers. Some may have the bargaining power, some may have a reward power, some may have expert power, or some may have the merchandising power. So you should have identified already in your channel management chain that who is having what type of power. And the players, especially suppose individuals or the marketing channels may be a firm, you should also talk about their the competitiveness, their constraints, their the strength and the weakness point of it. The channel members offer different types of benefits to you. So one such benefit is that we will be getting always good sales out of their own efforts. The next is about the offer. They also offer sometimes the credit sale facilities, or they will give us financial supports, and they will also provide a lot of marketing informations for us. So those things should also be taken into consideration while you are evaluating your channel decisions. And the criteria for the evaluation should be based on some basic factors like sales performance, inventory maintenance, selling capabilities, how competitive the product lines and competitions, how they are handling it, and their attitudes, and also talking about general growth perspectives and other items. So based on these criteria, you have to evaluate your channel member and their performance, and then you have to decide your channel. So that will give you a better channel management part of it. Then about your channel people, those who are in the line, you should arrange them in such a way that the channel arrangement, who is depending on the next person, or who is more capable, or what is the line one, who is in the one line or who is in the second line, that should be very basically drafted. Suppose the corporates are there. Under the engagement of the suppliers, its own distribution systems, corporates will be playing a vital role. Then other sometimes the intermediaries or the supply people may be the contractual basis. They may be under the agreement or legal documents. They may be agreed with you to supply your products. The wholesalers, almost they may be sponsored, whereas the wholesalers brings together and manages may have many independent retailers, including having their retailers and their names, everything with them. Then you will have a retailer sponsored. So this retailer sponsored format brings you together all the retailers, but the retailers are responsible for managing the relationship with the people. So that is more important in this constraint. Then about, you can also go for the franchisees. So where the central organization controls nearly all the activities of their members. You also can have an administrative model. In certain channel arrangements, a single member may dominate the entire decisions that occur within the channel. And these situations occur when one channel member has achieved a significant power position. Already I discussed about the various power. And this is mostly likely to occur if the manufacturer has significant power due to brand in strong demand by target marketers. Example is that Procter & Gamble. Already I spoke about it. Or if a retailer has a significant power due to the size and the market coverage, that also we spoke about it, Walmart. In most cases, the arrangement is understood to occur and is not bound by legal or financial measurements. More discussion on the channel power on the found matters should be decided very carefully while you are drafting your channel design itself. Then only it will be easy for you to identify the channel management and sort out the issues of the distribution channels, the issues such as the channels may have different types of issues. One is about the mass coverage, how much is the coverage they are going to give for you and how you are going to utilize that coverage, and also talks about the sales force coverage, how much is the sales force they are having it, and it also talks about the exclusive coverage for your product, what are all the exclusive things the channels are going to provide you. The high-end products target very narrow targeted markets are available. For the small and target, what will be the discriminations when they are doing it? You should identify each and everything very carefully while you are doing it in the case of the channel managements. So to encourage the better channel management control, everybody should look into the matters of channel selection, channel issues which is occurring, and what are all the powers which they are having it, everything they have to take into consideration. So this is what everybody should look into that in the process of channel management. So next is about the business which is often struggle with the marketing strategies. While most people presume marketing is an easy concept, the approach has to be suited for the specific business and the target market. There are various approaches that can be incorporated in a bid to attract the right consumer, hence maximizing on products. Then about these include the horizontal marketing systems. Although both are marketing systems, the approach to the market is different. Marketing system talks about horizontal as well as the vertical marketing systems. So what do you understand by the vertical marketing system? Here the vertical marketing system, before going into the concept, we will have different types of vertical marketing systems, which is which is followed in the traditional marketing of retail. The another one is the e-tailing. So the traditional model, which consists of conventional marketing channel as the manufacturer, then you will have the wholesaler, then you will have a retailer and the consumer. Whereas in the modern trend, otherwise called the vertical marketing system, in the latest e-tailing is having only 3 members participated in that. One is the manufacturer. So another one is the wholesaler or the franchisor. Then you will have a consumer directly. So this is what the e-tailing business or the online businesses which they are doing it. So what is the vertical marketing system? So this is a marketing system that aims to attract and reach businesses operating in the same industry. The 3 components of the vertical marketing system included the manufacturer, the wholesaler and the retailer, whereby the role of wholesaler is to purchase the products from the producer and distribute to the retailer. These 3 work together with the intention of profit maximization. For instance, a water pump producer sells the goods to a water pump contractor as well as to the installer directly. So this is what the integration we call it as. Then about the vertical marketing systems as VMS, it is divided into 3 different categorizations. One is about the corporate VMS, another one is the contractual VMS, and the last one is the administrator VMS. And these are all the major 3 types which is available in the marketing systems. Vertical marketing system, it is nothing but distribution channel structure in which the producers or the wholesalers and the retailers, they are unidentified. One channel member covers the other and he contacts with them. or that has to have so much power, they all will cooperate. So that is the vertical marketing system strength. Then the conventional distribution model in that system consists of one or more independent producers, and they will have wholesalers and retailers. A vertical marketing system, on the other hand, provides a way to resolve the channel conflict that can occur in the conventional distribution channel, where the channel member are separate businesses seeking to maximize their own profits. Even at the expertise or expense oriented sometimes of the system as a whole. The conventional marketing and the versus the vertical marketing system, when we talk about it, the vertical marketing systems can be dominated by the producer almost and the wholesaler or a retailer. But there are three major types of vertical marketings. Already I discussed about this. This is what the contract, the cooperate and the administered type of it. So we will discuss one by one in this particular video. So what is a corporate vertical marketing system? So in corporate VMS, one member of the distribution channel, be it to a producer and a wholesaler or a retailer, owns all the other members of the channel, thereby having all the elements of production and distribution channel under a single ownership. For example, Amway. Amway is an American cosmetic company, everybody knows it, which manufacture its own products range and sell these products only through its authorized Amway stores. Here the ownership of production and distribution is with the company itself. So this is corporate vertical marketing system. Best example is the Amway. If you want more examples, you can also browse it like Saint Rebon. Another one you may also go for Unmoney, then Giorgio, see Yes Saint, U Saint, that is, etc. etc. So those are the world's largest optimal chain models. Lens Crafters, which is also one of the world's highest corporate VMS, we call it as. Then about the consumptional or the contractual VMS. See, the contractual vertical marketing system, in this system, every member in the distribution channel work independently and integrate their activities on a contractual basis to earn more profit that are earned when working is isolation. The most common form of contractual VMS is franchising. So franchising model is the contractual model. In franchising, the producer authorizes the distributor to sell its products under the producer's name against some annual license fee, etc. For example, McDonald's, Domino's, Pizza Hut, etc. are some of the forms of franchising models which are working in the contractual basis. So the vertical marketing system in which independent firms at different levels of production and distribution, they will join together through contracts to obtain more economies or the sales impact than they could achieve alone. So this coordination and the conflict management are attained through contractual agreements. So these are all the benefits, we call it as, among the channel members. And the franchisee organization is the most common type. Already I discussed with you about that. So there are three types of franchises which is also available. One is the manufacturer sponsored retailer franchisee system. Ford Motors Company is one such example. The next one is about the manufacturer sponsored wholesaler franchisee system, Coca-Cola bottlers, and service firm sponsored retailer franchisee system, that is McDonald's. So these things are again divided into three classification. In fact, that most consumers cannot tell the difference between contractual and corporate VMS. Show how they successfully, the contractual organizations compete with the corporate domain or corporate chains. And administered VMS, when you are talking about this, under this administered VMS, there is no contract between the members of production and distribution channel, but their activities do get influenced by the size and power of any one of the member. In simple words, any powerful and influential member of the channel dominate the activities of the other channel members. So, for example, it's Hindustan Unilever Limited, ITC, Procter and Gamble, big brands the other brands. I can also tell about the products of retailer, which is nowadays with P&G, with Walmart. The more emphasis which will be done in the command of high level of cooperation from the retailers in terms of display, shelf space, pricing policies and promotion schemes, etc. A vertical marketing system that coordinates successive stages of production and distribution. So that also we should keep it in our mind. Not through common ownership or contractual ties, but through the size and power of one of the parties. So manufacturers of a top brand can obtain a strong trade cooperation and support from their resellers. Example I discussed already, the Procter and Gamble. Large sellers such as the Walmart can exert strong influence on the manufacturers that supply the products they sell. And the producer, the wholesaler and the retailer act as a unified system in this model. And they all cooperate together, and they can be dominated by any of the three members of the system. And it arose as a result of strong channel members' attempts to control channel behavior and eliminate the conflict that results when independent channel members pursue their own objectives, and has become the dominant mode of distribution. Independent firms at different levels of production and distribution integrating their programs on the contractual basis to obtain more economics or sales or the impact they could achieve alone can work in this model. Others cannot work. Two or more unrelated companies put together resources at this program or in this program to exploit an emerging marketing opportunities. So this is what the administered marketing, vertical marketing system talks about. Coming back to the model of the horizontal model, the horizontal marketing system. This is the form of distribution channel wherein two or more companies at the same level, unrelated to each other, come together to gain the economies of scale, to gain the profit, to capture the market, to become the market leader, anything you can say. In other words, horizontal marketing system is a merger of two unrelated companies who have come together to exploit the market opportunities. That is what I spoke to you earlier. Generally, this type of marketing system is followed by companies who lack in capital, human resources, production techniques, marketing programs, and are afraid of incurring the huge losses. In order to overcome these limitations, the companies join hands with other companies who are big in size, either in the form of joint venture that can be temporarily or permanently, or through mergers to sustain in the business. Horizontal marketing system has gained popularity in the recent times due to an immense competition in the market where everybody is striving to gain a good position in the market along with huge profits. So you can see that company A, company B and company C, so they are doing operations with economies of scale. Everybody join. In this marketing system, the collaboration can be between two or more manufacturers with an objective of making optimal utilization of the resources, that is available resources. Two or more manufacturers join together and they will form a separate plan or a design which will envisage them to utilize the better resources or the better availability of the existing resources, not going for the extra resources. And two or more wholesalers also like that, with the objective of covering a larger area of the distribution channel. They will be sharing the available facilities like transportation or the salesmen or the distribution channels, something like that, distribution of goods or services. Another one more is that two or more retailers also will join together and they will fix up with the objective of providing bulk quantities in a particular area. So every area there will be 5 or 6 people's products will be taken it, and for example a particular service provider or salesman will be accepting the packages from Amazon, will accept from the Flipkart, and he will be going and distributing in that particular locality alone. So this is what two or more retailers they will be opting for a single point. And examples of this horizontal marketing, Nike and the people, Apple have entered into a partnership with the intent to have Nike Plus footwear, in which the iPod can be connected with those shoes that will play music along with the display of information about time, distance covered, calories burned, and heartbeat beats on the screen. So this is one of the best example of this horizontal marketing. And then we are going for Johnson & Johnson, a healthcare company, have joined hands with Google with an objective of having a robotic assisted surgical platform. And that will help in the integration of advanced technologies, thereby improving the healthcare services. Thus, two or more companies joined hands to capitalize on the expertise of each and capture a greater market share. So this is what we call it as the horizontal marketing system of channel. Then we are going to the major part of it is the difference between the horizontal and the vertical way of differentiating the marketing system. So the differences goes with the vertical and the horizontal marketing system starts with the definition. In the definition itself, we can see the difference. Vertical marketing systems refers to the marketing system that aims to attract and reach businesses operating in the same industry. So that is what the key point we should look into. This is in the same industry. On the other hand, horizontal marketing system refers to a marketing system whereby businesses which are at the same level join together to gain economies of scale. So this is the basic difference regarding the definition between the vertical and the horizontal marketing systems. Then the second point about who are the players in these two type of systems. Players in the vertical marketing system include manufacturers, wholesalers, and the retailers, whereby they three works together with the intention of profit maximization. On the other hand, players in the horizontal marketing system can either be manufacturer or wholesaler, or it may be retailer. So this is what the major difference we have to consider, because here all the three work together, but here the group of retailers or the group of manufacturers or the group of wholesalers will work together. So this is what the difference between the horizontal and the vertical regarding the players. Demographic. While businesses using vertical marketing system seeks to appeal the specific demographic factor, business using horizontal marketing system appeal to a wide demographic that is not specific. So they will follow a specific demographic, but these people will, horizontal people will follow not a specific demographic profile. And about partnership opportunities. Vertical marketing systems do not provide any partnership environment. They will together work, wholesaler, the manufacturer, retailer, all will be working for a single product or a single service. In the other hand, horizontal marketing systems provide more opportunities for the partnerships. So on the whole, the summary between the vertical and the horizontal marketing system goes like this. So vertical marketing system refers to a marketing system that aims to attract and reach businesses operating in the same industry. So this is the key point, in the same industry, and seeks to appeal to a specific demographic. On the other hand, horizontal marketing system refers to a marketing system whereby a business which at the same level join together to gain economies of scale, there is a profitability, and seeks to appeal to a wide demographic that is not specific. So these are all the summary or the differentiation, major differentiation between adapting the vertical or the horizontal marketing environment. development or marketing system. Like the channel dynamics, when you're going into the channel dynamics, like any other concept, systems do change according to the development and the need of the hour, with the consumers becoming conscious of where they have to buy and how they want to their things to be delivered. There are emerged different systems, namely the vertical, horizontal. Along with that, we are going to see about the multi-channel marketing systems. So the conventional or the traditional marketing channel comprises of or encompasses a producer, one or a few wholesalers, and one or a few retailers. The objective of these traditional or conventional marketing channel are different. They are playing, the objective is different players see that they make enough profits. They are highly independent and do not have any control over the other channel. So that is what the conventional type. When you are coming into the multi-channel marketing systems, as the term specifies, it is one in which a firm uses multiple channels to reach different customer segments. In the present scenario, most organizations have started to use multiple channel method because it helps in the expansion of the market coverage. It costs a little when the target segment is small instead of using a bigger channel, and it mainly helps in customizing the offering according to the need of the segment. So this is what the multi-channel marketing system talks about. You can see the people, those who are the players, those who are there, who are all playing this. See, you can see the people, those who are using the multi-channel systems, how they are using it. You can see that telemarketers, how they are doing it. This is a better example diagram. We can see the structure of design of the marketing channel, how it is structured with multi-channel. And different products and different segments. When distribution started, when it goes overseas, they are bound to face a lot of restraints or the problems like the host country laws, the laws of the country to which the goods are shipped, the laws of the nations through which the goods are passed must be abided by the company. Apart from this, the other environmental factors do play an active role when considered from a macro marketing perspective that we will discuss in the next part of omni-channel management. So omni-channel management entails monitoring and managing all the distribution systems in your sales channels to enhance customer experience. This approach streamlines both online as well as offline sales activities to keep up with consumers who are synonymous with a channel hopping. And this is a very important topic nowadays. The online as well as the offline retailers are also playing it. So what is the meaning of omni-channel? So omni-channel management is an important concept because a customer's behavior is changeable. And for example, one customer can purchase something offline from a brick and mortar store, but usually he tends to buy everything online. So due to the product's availability, a situation, the time limits, customers can switch between channels of sales, which is called a channel hopping. And channel hoppers becomes today's modern type of customers. They will, and that's why the omni-channel management is required for almost every type of business. And to create a website that will suit the customer's needs and also to have better omni-channel management, businesses tend to create their e-commerce stores using a certain commerce platforms. So the best practices of the omni-channel management is separation of inbound and outbound channels. When customers require certain information, they don't want to spend a lot of time in writing and replying to emails. So creating different channels for inbound and outbound can accelerate the speed of problem solving and throughout the time, and adapt to customers' changes. Customers change their preferences very easily, and that's why it is important to use a flexible software that can help you or monitor touch points with existing customers and remain competitive. Automated management, the current development of artificial intelligence allows you to automate the process of some decisions. Such practice has been already implemented by AliExpress that uses AI to answer customer inquiries regarding the product or the services which they are offering it. And customers view is also best practice. A simple or a single customer view, also known as propensity modeling, is the company's data about its customers. Understanding the customer's past behavior can make changes for omni-channel management and create better interactions in the future. Coordination of offline and online activities. When businesses have online and offline activities, they are able to test certain keywords online to see how they are working for their client-based choice, or how they are choosing it, implemented for offline advertising also. So on the whole, the customers are very much satisfied when you are providing an omni-channel for their products delivery with both the online and offline. So I think that we are understood almost all the points in the importance of the omni-channel and the objectives and how it is working on it, what is the need of the hour today. And we also discussed about various types of vertical and horizontal form of the systems which is existing in the channel management, and what are all the contributions by them, how it is functioning, and how it is going to be evolved in the future market. Everything we discussed in this regarding the horizontal and the vertical marketing systems with the multi-marketing systems, omni-channel management. I hope that this video will be useful for you, and keep on watching the entire content and read the PDF for your further classifications and clarifications. And also I have provided you the links that will be useful for you to study further from other sites too. So thank you very much. Keep on learning along with me. Thank you.